Hi gamers, and welcome to the second part of my Xbox 360 game collection. This video is going to be all about special editions, limited editions and collector's editions. I got a total of 62 of them just for the Xbox 360. So yeah, the gaming world really went crazy with these editions this generation. Pretty much every major game had at least one released for them. Some games even had 2 or 3 different special editions for them. I usually just got the one, and usually the biggest and most expensive. We'll see in a few years or few decades if the collectors of the future laugh at us for buying this crap at these prices. But I don't care, I've had a really fun time collecting these this generation. I'm not going to be talking about the games themselves in this video all that much, because I pretty much covered most of the game series in my previous video where I had all my regular edition games. But I had, one Gears of War game there and one Call of Duty game there, so I talked about the series in that video. So basically I'm just going to be focusing on the physical editions themselves in this video. So, without further ado, let's see what I got here. Again in alphabetical order. Alan Wake, Finland's Pride from Remedy. This is the limited collector's edition. Has this made to look like a book. Has this cloth texture here. And what's really cool about my edition, it's quite unique. Not only because I have big autographs here from the Ilkka Villi, the Finnish actor who gave his likeness to Alan Wake, and Sami Järvi, or Sam Lake, who wrote the game, but I also got here dozens of autographs from the whole Remedy team. So very proud to have a cool copy like this of the game. And included here are the game itself, a soundtrack, CD and a bonus disc, and a hardcover book, the Alan Wake files, including all sorts of tidbits in universe style. These away. Then Alone in the Dark, limited edition. This is still sealed because the game is crap. I got it because the game was cheap. So inside we have a figurine, soundtrack CD and an art book. Then a very prominent series this generation. I got Assassin's Creed, this first game, which just includes an Altair resin figurine. Not much else. And then I got here Assassin's Creed 2, the Black Edition, which includes, if I remember correctly, an art book, a figurine, and a DVD. Might be wrong. And then Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Codex Edition comes in this faux marble case and includes all sorts of DLC and a map, bonus DVD and game soundtrack, exclusive Codex book, and an Assassin's Creed Lineage DVD film, and all sorts of stuff here as well. Multiplayer character cards. Yeah, this was really a nice package. And finally, also got here Assassin's Creed Revelations. What was this called? Doesn't even say it. What was the edition? The Animus edition. Contains a hardcover book, really a big one, encyclopedia, and Assassin's Creed Embers movie DVD, and Best of Assassin's Creed soundtracks, plus a whole lot of DLC. Let's put these here on display if I can. Yeah, good enough. So yeah, Assassin's Creed. These I didn't have any regular edition games, so I'm gonna be talking about the Assassin's Creed games here. Like I said, a very prominent series. I think there's like 6 of them just on the home consoles, not counting the handheld consoles at all, and 6 is a lot. Like, they started out with the first game, and it was promising, but it was really repetitive with its missions, and they fixed all that with Assassin's Creed 2, and that's possibly the best game in the series. And yeah, the next 2 were okay, but again, when you do 6 games in one generation, it's bound to get repetitive, and that's really what happened with Assassin's Creed. And yeah, I don't think they even advanced the story all that fast as well. You know, the story here in our time or the future. I wasn't that big of a fan of the science fiction aspect of the series. I just feel like it could have been really something special even on its own as a historical assassination game. They could have easily made sequels based just on that, you know, just change the century and the location, and you're good to go with the second game. You really didn't need any of the science fiction stuff, but I guess they really felt that it was necessary to make the game stand out from the crowd. But in my opinion, you know, an assassin in Jerusalem, stuff like that, it was plenty special to stand out to me. And yeah, I guess the best was Assassin's Creed 2. That's when the series was still fresh, but still more refined than the first game. Of course, essential games here, essential games of this generation. One of the biggest series, biggest new series as well this generation. So be sure to play at least some of the first games here. Not sure about the last games. And then some of the biggest and most pleasant surprises of the entire generation, the Batman Arkham series. Here we have the first game in the series, Arkham Asylum. This is the collector's edition, which includes Batarang and a behind the scenes DVD, an art book, and some DLC. And here is the second game, Batman Arkham City, the collector's edition, which has a really cool black and white Batman figurine here, bunch of DLC, and a soundtrack, and also an art book. But yeah, I don't think anybody could have foreseen just how good these games were gonna be when they were first announced. Of course, people had high hopes, but then again, they have high hopes for every superhero game, and are pretty much let down game after game. But these are pretty much some of the best licensed games ever. They just take their source material really to heart and just went with it. Of course, the production values were through the roof, fantastic graphics and music, and all the familiar voice actors came back for their characters here, and just brilliant. Just take some cues from Metroid with the exploration and advancement in the game world, and well, what better game to copy than Metroid? And the end result was just fantastic. really some of my and many others' favorite games in the entire generation. As were these next games as well. Here we have Bioshock. First game, here is a collector's edition which includes a Big Daddy statue inside in a metal steelbook here. Also includes a game soundtrack CD and a making of a DVD. The sequel, Bioshock 2. Here we have the special edition, and this is one of the coolest special editions of the entire generation. Really cool Art Deco posters here, a soundtrack CD, a huge art book. But what's most special about this is that it has an authentic vinyl LP, which includes the first Bioshock's orchestral score. So vinyl records, can't go wrong with those. And finally here, third game. Wonder if I can fit all of these in the picture. Bioshock Infinite, and this is the Ultimate Songbird edition, which includes a really cool figurine of a statue of the songbird. And what else we got here? Art book, handyman figure, Devil's Kiss lithograph, keychain, digital soundtrack, and some DLC. Let's see if we can put this here. Maybe like this. Yeah, looks good. And yeah, Bioshock, especially the first game was a huge experience for me and many others. Just a fantastically realized game world. It was something, the underground city was something we haven't really seen quite before, and I don't know, maybe even after this game. The floating city in the sky of the third game, Bioshock Infinite, it just didn't have the same kind of flair to me. It wasn't, I just didn't believe that world so much that I believed the Rapture city of the first two games. Of course, the first game being the best of the series by far. The second game is quite good as well, but not that good. And in my opinion, well, I think many say that Bioshock Infinite is the best, but in my opinion, it's the worst of the trilogy. But that's not to say that it is a bad game. It is an excellent game, just quite not up to par the first games held. Then a fighting game, really gorgeous one at that, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. This is the limited edition, which includes an art book and a 2-hour bonus DVD with fighting game tutorials and character-specific strategies. Then we got this big package here. Wonder if I can fit it here on the screen. A Borderlands 2 Ultimate Loot Chest Limited Edition, which is a mouthful. The lighting is all bad. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's good. Included here is, of course, the loot chest itself, even though it isn't quite as big as in the game. And included some stickers, an art book, a medal, steel book for the game, a bobblehead, and this vending machine, a certificate of authenticity, and some posters and DLC, all sorts of stuff. Borderlands, it was really a fantastic game. Again, one of those really good new IPs this generation. Really a perfect marriage of really good gunplay, action, and RPG with leveling up and making your character, leveling up your character as you please, and really a fantastic and influential game. How do I do this? Running out of room, and that is before I get to Call of Duty here. What do we got? These might be out of order, I just picked them how they are here. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This is a limited collector's edition. Yeah, see how small they were in the beginning of the generation. This includes a hardcover art book and a DVD. And then Call of Duty Black Ops. This is the Prestige edition, which includes a steelbook edition of the game and a working RC controlled car with a video surveillance vehicle. Actually has a camera in it, and you can see what the camera sees from the remote control here. Also includes a collector's medal. Then we have here Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, again the Prestige edition, which includes a night vision camera. Actually works quite well, I've tried it even. Just didn't just want it to stay here in the box. It also includes, basically says here, the hardened edition in its entirety, the metal box here, and an art book. The first Call of Duty Classic download, and also includes this head stand for your night vision goggles. Still not through with Call of Duty. Here we have Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition, which included a year's membership to the Call of Duty Elite service. Also has this field journal, of course DLC, steelbook case, and that's about it. And finally, the game that you've already seen in my biggest game cases. How do I do this? Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Care Package Edition. Really a big one. Check out my top 10 biggest game cases video. I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you like this video as well. And included here, in addition to usual DLC, we got some metal coins, a soundtrack, a steelbook case, and a fully functional remote controlled flying drone. Actually doesn't work. It's quite cheap in my opinion. Not sure, I'm not an expert on these, but I feel like it could have been a little better. Doesn't really fly all that straight, even though I have tried everything with the controls and fine tweaking the rotors, but well, it's still fun and definitely a unique thing to be included with a game collector's edition. Then Catherine Stray Sheep edition. This is a different edition that I had for my PS3 collection, because that was a US edition. This is European, but this one is basically also, well, a slightly deformed pizza box inside here. Also includes a pink t-shirt, and what else we got here? Catherine poster and 2 beer mats. So cool stuff, and a really great and unusual puzzle game. Next, something that will definitely not fit to the screen. Here we have Crisis 2 Nano Edition. And of course this is heavily featured in my top 10 biggest game editions, so check out my video there. Includes what we got? A figurine, an art book, steelbook case, and this really cool futuristic nanosuit backpack. Basically a hardcover backpack. So that's the main reason why this is so big. Get you out of the way. I didn't include any, Game of the Year editions, stuff like that in this video, because those aren't true collector's editions in my opinion. But this one is just so cool that I decided to put this in this video. Here's actually a donation from Italy to me, Dante's Inferno Saint Lucia edition. And I guess you could call this a Game of the Year edition. This includes all the DLC that was released before this. It is all in Italian, the game, and this was only released in Italy. So I think a really a cool little edition here with a great unique cover as well. Saint Lucia edition. Dark Souls limited edition. More of my thoughts on the Dark Souls and Demon Souls series on my PlayStation 3 collection video, so check out that. But really a fantastic, influential, something brand new this generation from Dark Souls. Really old school, really rewarding and challenging gameplay. And then we have Dead Rising. Talked about this also in my previous Xbox 360 video. This is actually, I think this is quite rare. Not sure if people even knew this existed. But this is a steelbook edition of Dead Rising. It doesn't even have a name. It isn't a special edition or something like that. This is just Dead Rising, which just happens to be in this steelbook case. I think this was only released in the UK, which I imported this from. Just includes a map of the mall here, a store guide, the Willamette Parkview Mall. Still a cool little edition. And this is a cool big edition, Dead Rising 2 Outbreak edition, which includes this huge and highly detailed doll with real clothes and some accessories like the Cerbot head and a traffic cone head. Really a funny edition. And let's see what else we got here. Bonus DVD, downloadable sports fan skill pack, and Tape It or Die pamphlet. Really like Dead Rising as a series. Not so sure about the third game, because it does seem so bleak, whereas the first two games were wonderfully tongue-in-cheek. Great laughs while killing tons and tons of zombies. Then Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition, which includes a replica plasma cutter, which is laughably small. Sadly, it wasn't as big as everybody thought it was when they announced this edition. Also includes a soundtrack, concept art, and DLC. And then an import, Death Smiles 2 Special Edition from Cave, masters of the genre. That is 2D shooter, and this includes a soundtrack CD and a DLC card there. Then we have Deus Ex Human Revolution Collector's Edition. Maybe I should take a quick peek here now that this is open. Includes a really cool Jensen action figure. And what else do we got here? All sorts of DLC, which made the game really easy. This was something that was surprising to me. Some guys at the office said that no, I can't advance from that, and I just said, why don't you use that? And they said to me, well, I don't have that. Turns out I got certain bonuses just from redeeming the DLC in this collector's edition, so that was kind of odd, but yeah, I'll take it. Also includes an art book and a bonus DVD. Really cool game. Of course, Deus Ex was really a notable game series even before this third game in the series, but this was something that really brought it to the modern age here with great graphics, great environments, and I really like the fact that you can do the missions in various ways, using various routes, and you can kill people or just stay undetected, and use different methods at those approaches as well. So really a rewarding game. It really feels good when your plan goes perfectly. Devil May Cry 4 Collector's Edition. This is just a steelbook. No big editions here. Includes a small art book as well. And then Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age had a slightly thicker steelbook edition as well, which had basically the same contents as this one, but this, as you can see, this is made of wood. A friend of mine saw this at a game store, and I bought it from him. Haven't really seen any of these around. I'm sure they're being sold on eBay right now, but highly more rare than the regular metal edition. Includes a cloth map here, and let's see what else we got here. Really a cool little edition. Gotta love wooden boxes. Cloth map, bonus DVD, game soundtrack, DLC, exclusive wallpapers. Good stuff. Duke Nukem Balls of Steel edition. Yeah, the game sucked, but I don't know if anybody really thought that the game would be good. But it's still gaming history to have Duke Nukem Forever out, and of course I needed to get the Balls of Steel edition here as well. Includes sadly quite a small bust of Duke. I think he could have been many times bigger than this puny little statue here. So includes some dice, chips, a card deck, a certificate of authenticity, stickers, little postcards, and an art book, and a Duke Nukem Forever comic as well. Then something that I already talked about in my previous video, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Collector's Edition. These were some of the earlier big collector's editions. It was really a big thing when the game wasn't just a steelbook, it had actual cardboard covers, oh yeah, and this included an art book, a DVD documentary, and an actual coin. I gotta open this one up. So yeah, a metal coin, which was really something else back then. Those were the days. Actually, I gotta show you this. If I remember correctly, I have typo in here in my here you go. You got a table of contents, main menu, the game screen, and then again table of contents, main menu, and the game screen. So you have, and then you at page 15 from page 6. So there are the first 3 pages are double here, and I'm missing 3 of the pages in the middle. So this was a really a cool typo. I asked around, and not everybody who had this same collector's edition had this same misprint. So I guess I have the super rare version of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Also something you must have seen in my top 10 biggest game boxes. Also got here Skyrim Collector's Edition, which includes a huge dragon figurine, dragon statue. And also a big game map and a coffee table book, The Art of Skyrim. Next up, Fable 2, which has the limited collector's edition here is nothing to write home about, even though I do like the fact that the cover, inner cover here is horizontal. Just includes a bonus disc and some DLC. Whereas the third game here has a really cool limited collector's edition, kind of like Alan Wake, made to look like a book. This faux leather cover here, and just includes the game here, and but it has a secret compartment down here, opens up, and includes a deck of cards and a coin which you can flip if you need something to be decided. Yeah, not that big of a fan of Fable, I guess. Don't really like the way how it looks. These slightly cartoonish characters, and not that exciting in my opinion. Yeah. And then a really cool game series, Fallout. Here we have Fallout 3 Collector's Edition. And one of the most unique editions there is. This is a metal lunchbox, basically. Little carrying handle here. Opens up, includes a making of DVD, art book, and a really cool bobblehead. This way here, and there was also a second Fallout game this generation, Fallout New Vegas, and this is the collector's edition. I had a harder time finding this here in Finland, so I had to import it from the US. Includes a deck of cards, a lucky platinum chip, and some other poker chips as well, hardcover book, hardcover graphic novel, and making of Fallout New Vegas DVD. Then Far Cry 2. I guess this edition doesn't really have a name. Collector pack. Includes a t-shirt, hardcover art book, making of DVD, and a map of the entire sandbox play area. Final Fantasy 13 limited collector's edition. It's actually still sealed. What we've got here inside: soundtrack CD, hardback book, art book, and some prints. And then a Final Fantasy 13 2 Crystal Edition. And this is a pretty cool edition. Includes a t-shirt, 4-disc soundtrack, a big art book, a lenticular art print, some postcards. Next we get to the Gears of War. First game, Gears of War Limited Collector's Edition, which comes in this quite standard, back in the day, this thick metal box which has this plastic case around it. Many games came in this, at least Microsoft published, or some other Microsoft exclusive games came in these similar cases. What do we got inside here? An art book, a DVD, and yeah, art book and DVD, that's it. And the second game had a limited edition that looked like this. This is a cardboard box, includes the steelbook edition of the game and an inside look at Gears of War 2 hardcover book. And my third Gears of War special edition comes here. Again, a big box. This is the Epic edition, which includes a huge statue of Marcus Phoenix here, a flag, an art book, some really nice documentation in universe style. What have we got here? Last Will and Testament photo, the Octus medal, and actually we have the Octus medal here as well. And what's cool about it is different medal in each of these editions. The DLC code is engraved in the on the other side of the medal, so that's a really cool thing, that each and every medal is unique to that edition. So yeah, pretty cool stuff for Gears of War. And then we get to Grand Theft Auto. Here's GTA 4 Special Edition. And actually I guess I could show this to you, because this is an older game which I haven't made an unboxing for. So this is actually pretty cool. Here is a full metal safety deposit box, fully functional with a key. Also we have here a duffel bag for you to carry your money in, and a hardcover art book, soundtrack CD, the music of Grand Theft Auto 4, and a Rockstar keychain as well. Pretty cool stuff. And then of course GTA 5 Collector's Edition as well. You can check out my pretty recent unboxing for this, and includes stuff like a cap and this safety, security, money satchel, and maps DLC, stuff like that. Pretty cool artwork here as well. And then we get to Halo. Pretty much my favorite shooter series there is. Here is Halo 3 Legendary Edition, which includes the famous Master Chief head. Sadly you can't use the helmet on yourself, it doesn't really fit, but it functions. Here you can see functions as a stand for all the other contents in the game, and we have a DVD. yeah. So pretty cool edition back when the other special editions were quite small. So Legendary Edition really turned it up a notch. And Halo Reach made it even better. Here is Halo Reach's Legendary Edition. Includes a huge statue of the team here, and really cool stuff. Lots of paperwork and all sorts of in-universe stuff, blueprints, stuff like that. Really a cool edition. Actually, the unboxing for this is my all-time highest viewed video. It still gets lots of views daily. I don't know why you guys are watching it, but hey, can't complain. If you want to check it out, here is the link. And finally here, the limited edition for Halo 4. Sadly no Legendary Edition for this one. Cool little box here. Something a bit different. With a magnet holding it down. And again, lots of in-universe goodies here. Blueprints and all sorts of dossiers here. Really like this stuff. Little piece of paper, quite similar what they had in Halo Reach as well. Then we got Halo Wars. This is the limited edition, and see what we got here. 3 new Halo 3 multiplayer maps, hardbound graphic novel, Halo Wars Genesis, unique in-game vehicle, 6 leader cards, and a Spirit of Fire cloth patch. I really liked Halo Wars. It was a nice new thing for the series to do, real-time strategy, and they really pulled it off nicely with a console controller. Then some more Japanese imports. Here we have Ketsui, which is a really revered 2D shooter. This is actually still sealed. It's limited edition. I wanted to get this, but this isn't one of those shooters that is region free. This is region locked, so I just wanted to get this, but yeah, this is still sealed, waiting for me to get a Japanese Xbox 360. There's also this art book included with this edition. Lost Planet Extreme Condition limited edition, which is basically just this a steelbook case. Also includes a really small art book and a soundtrack CD. Next we get to Mass Effect. Again, one of these cases. Like I said before, many games use these. So did first Mass Effect. Again, gotta take a quick look at here what we got here. We got a book, an art book, and a DVD making of. Then here is Mass Effect 2. Slightly different packaging. Includes a steelbook here, and some Cerberus network personnel stuff here. and includes a hardcover art book, Mass Effect Redemption comic book issue 1, and DVD, and some DLC. And finally, got here, of course, third game as well, Mass Effect 3 Collector's Edition. Again, quite a similar steelbook like with the second game, except now we got Femshep here as well, which of course is the true main character, not the male version. The collector's edition includes hardcover art book, limited edition comic, fabric patch, and a lithographic print, and some bonus DLC. Also a code for a digital soundtrack. Fantastic games. Mass Effect, of course, really the standout RPG series of the entire generation, and certainly has some really nice science fiction, and the design, everything it's really out there with its production values. Hopefully they'll make some good movies of these one day. Next, Max Payne 3 Special Edition includes a big statue of Max. It's mainly what's inside the box here. Next, some more shooting goodness from Japan. Here we have a double feature, Mochi Mochi Pork and Ibarra Pink Sweets. This is the first print limited edition, which also includes a soundtrack CD. And here we have Mushihime-sama Futari 1.5 limited edition, also includes a soundtrack CD. Excellent games. Here, Ninja Gaiden 3 Collector's Edition includes a pretty cool statue of Ryu Hayabusa fighting an enemy. Also includes an art book, an official soundtrack, and some a Dead or Alive 5 alpha demo premium edition downloadable code, so you could play Dead or Alive 5 beforehand if you got this one. Sadly, the game itself was a big letdown. It had basically nothing to do with the greatness that was the first two Ninja Gaiden games. Quite a shame. Also quite a shame was Perfect Dark Zero, but I talked about this in my previous video. This is just for the limited collector's edition. This was the first special edition that was ever released for the 360, as this was a launch game. Just a steelbook here, pretty cool artwork here as well, and inside here we have, of course, the game disc, a bonus DVD, and also this special card. What's funny here is that it says 8 out of 9, so there were a total of 9 of these designs, so a true collector gets all 9 of these. The game is so cheap, I don't know, it would be kind of cool to own them all. Maybe I will someday, if I find a few of these for cheap and no effort, so maybe I'll get the bug to collect all 9. Rayman Origins Collector's Edition, which includes an art book, soundtrack, and well, the coolest part here is the packaging, in my opinion. You can pull out the game like this, and well, and you get this pop out little diorama here, Rayman and Globo. Put it back in. And then we have the limited edition of Red Dead Redemption. Basically just has DLC, nothing too special here. Kind of surprising that Rockstar didn't do a bigger collector's edition out of this. It was just this and the regular edition of the game. Of course, a fantastic game. It was nice to see a really good Western game. Not much of those around in video games. So this was really a defining game in that genre. And yeah, Grand Theft Horse, as it was nicknamed. Very nice, huge game world, as with Grand Theft Auto games as well. And lots of distractions as well. Lots of things that came to you as a surprise, like you find a woman on the railroad tracks and stuff like that. You can also play poker and yeah, entertain the ladies, stuff like that. So plenty of other Western stuff as well, not just shooting and stuff like that. Resident Evil 5 special edition, or was this a limited edition? Not sure, it doesn't really say. Just a bonus DVD here in this steelbook case. Saints Row the Third Platinum Pack, which includes a headphones here. Also a bunch of DLC and a soundtrack CD as well for you to listen from your brand new headphones. Street Fighter 4 Collector's Edition, and you got here 2 figurines suspended here in mid-animation. Basically look better if you just keep them here in this box. Also this street view here on the background, so basically it's meant to be a diorama here. So it includes a mini strategy guide, art book and a DLC. And also a full-length anime movie, Street Fighter 4 The Ties That Bind. Okay, so the last game here. Here we have Viva Pinata. Again, this little slip cover. This is not a steel book, this is plastic. As you can see, it's embossed here. Funny little edition. And inside here, again, gotta see what we got. Doesn't really say. Maybe we'll do an unboxing. Can't remember what's inside here, or was it just the packaging? So yeah, pretty funny packaging, I guess. It was just that. We do have some. No, nothing too special, so just the packaging. Oh, sorry, we do have a bonus disc here. Seems like it does include some demos. Star Wars, Lego Star Wars 2, maybe. And that was my rather lengthy video of my different special editions. Thank you for if you made it this far. And here's to years of collecting on the new systems. That's basically my PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 collections done and covered. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.